The next exercise is the inner monologue exercise. In this exercise, you will try to do something in the outside world, such as untying a knot, threading a needle, that will be very frustrating, so that you can see what your inner processes and your inner thoughts really are. Your unconscious anger, frustration will come to the consciousness so that you can see what you're thinking, how you're feeling, and what's on your mind right now. It is a prelude to the effective memory exercise where you will be recreating the abuse situation. The inner monologue exercise is a pep talk to yourself. Most people don't know how to pep talk themselves. So if you have an extraneous, an exterior objective, such as Sammy has right now of trying to thread a needle with a very, very tiny eye and a very thick thread, the frustration is going to cause the unconscious to bring up all kinds of anger and frustrating material that has nothing to do with threading a needle. So Sammy, what I want you to do is try to thread that needle and then speak out loud whatever comes to mind. Has someone at work tried to steal your job? Has a boyfriend borrowed money he's not returned? How do you plan on dealing with your problems? And tell us the problem out loud. It doesn't have to be real. Just give the audience an idea of the kind of problem we're going to do.
So, my roommate is really irresponsible and has a dog because she moved out here from the East Coast and didn't have any friends, so she thought she should get a dog because that's a friend, I guess. And she doesn't take care of him, and she leaves him outside all the time, and he's always barking, and I have to deal with all the complaints. And he pees all over the house, and our carpet smells like pee, and it's disgusting, and I hate living in it. So we were talking the other day, and she was like, oh, there's a pet adoption at my work today. And I said, you don't even think about it, because you can't take care of one. There's no way you're going to take care of the other. And I get home from work, and I open the door, and there's a dog in there. And I looked at her, and I said, you better be dog sitting right now, because this is not happening. And she looked at me and said, oh, well, I just couldn't help myself. And then told me she was leaving for 10 days to go to Miami. So I would be watching the dogs.
How are you going to handle that is the point of this exercise. Give yourself the pep talk you're going to do. Are you going to kick her out?
Honestly, I hate confrontation, and I think there's worse things that I could have in a roommate, so I don't want to. I just need to be stronger with myself and stand up to her and just say, look, like, this is not okay. You can't do this to me because I'll say yes because I love animals, because you need to be responsible, and in the real world, this isn't going to happen. And I probably will end up watching it for her this time, but she needs to know that this isn't okay. And as hard as that is for me to say that to her, I need to be fair to myself and not take on her responsibility because it's not mine. So.
How do you feel trying to thread that needle?
It's just so frustrating.
Brings out your frustration.
It's just, yeah. But it's also kind of therapeutic.
How do you feel now?
It's good saying it out loud, what I want to do, because it doesn't sound as mean as it does in my head. So I think it's logical, and I think it's fair. And yeah, I mean, if she gets upset about it, then no one's watching the dog, and at least I've done what I could. Try and help her be more responsible.
So using an outside activity helps bring up a lot of the frustration and allows your pep talk to have even more problem-solving possibilities to it. Mm-hmm. Because as you try to fix one thing, you try to fix another.
Exactly.
Thank you.